Hey, Josh with Riding Hisun Life. Today, we're in the shop. We're going to be wrenching on this HS800. And what's going to happen today is we're going to start doing some front end suspension parts. Stay tuned.
In a comedy show where the cows all laugh and the chickens crow. Life's a funny ride, so hop on.
Okay, so what I've got to do now on this side is, being that the upper A-arm has a straight shaft through it, it needs clearance here and here from the HS setup. So I have to come in here and notch this out and notch this side out so that the upper A-arm will fit in this section. So here we're going to just use the plasma cutter and cut the section away we don't need. Perfect. Just like that. Just cut it. There. Now we can see if the other A-arm setup will fit right in here. So after we've cut away the area we need so that this A-arm, upper A-arm will fit, we're going to try to slide it in. These are now completely stock right out of a Sector 1000, so we're going to see how this works, and if it works, that'll be great. Now you see how that fit? That ended up, so now I've got clearance. Only thing I'm worried about is that, whenever it touches there, but I'm hopefully going to be able to tie that right up to the top. So the bottom ones fit directly in, which is awesome. No adjustment there. So we just got to get it right into its spot. There's the one. There. Now it looks absolutely crazy how far down they go, but they never will sit that way whenever we get our shock completely put up there. You'll see it's got nice travel. No problem at all. Now I will eventually fix this issue here with it being very tight to that, but I'm hoping that it doesn't go up that far, because that's pretty high up in the wheel well, but we'll adjust that afterwards. So now we just need to modify this part here to make sure our shock will fit directly into its place. Who put that on there? Hercules? Did you put that on there? You're too strong for that. You can't put bolts on anymore. You're way too strong. Oh, now how am I getting that in there? Austin, all my tools are on the other side. Oh, oh, look at that. That worked. Awesome. Get that up in there. Come on, find a hole. Find a hole. There we go. All right. So as you can see, there's where my shock is if it's straight, and there's where my mount is. That's why I had to move it over 4 inches, because if I put it over like this, it hits my radiator, and then my angle on my shock is completely wrong. So I have to move it over. So now our process is, we're going to cut this off, and then we're going to get in our bracket from the other side. We're going to make that same one over here. Okay.
So here I had a technical difficulty with my mic, so I'm going to do a voiceover. So what I'm doing now is cutting off the shock support on the A-arm, because I need to move it 4 inches over, and eventually what you'll see is my grinders decide not to work, and me having to switch over to a cordless or corded grinder. So what we have to do here is move it just to keep the alignment straight. And so with me removing the mount, I have to grind the surface down and clean up the paint off of the A-arm so that I can weld the new mount, relocation mount over. What we'll end up doing is measuring the other side after this and making sure that this mount will be identical to the other side mount. As you can see now, I'm measuring 14 times and welding once as I was told to do. And so with the next clip, my microphone magically starts working again, so we'll pick up from there with the next clip.
Okay, so we got our mount in. We got the underneath the brace in as well. So now all we got to do is grind off the sides, make sure it looks the same as the other one, and then we'll bolt it all together, give it a little bit of paint, keep it from rusting, and that'll be calling it a day. Hey, so this is what it looks like after a bunch of fabrication work being done this today. Now, it looks a little bit longer, like it's sitting a little too low, but what I have to do still is put on my tires, get it at right height, and then do my adjustments. But I wanted to fab it in there for today, make sure everything was at the right geometry-wise. Looks like I'm going to have to maybe move my upper shock mounts, get them a little higher up just so I can even out my pitch on my arms. But other than that, they're in. Not a whole lot of fabrication had to be done, just had to move some shocks over a little bit, but it looks good. I think we're going to get a ton of suspension travel on the front end of it, and so now all I have to do is fab up my back end and my trailing arm set up so that I can set it on all fours and see where it's going to sit. So I think when it comes to adjustment wise, I'm going to have to... Okay, yeah, so I might have to adjust it by putting holes here so I can make my upper A-arms adjust in a bit. And then I also might have to do my adjustments up here, make them a little higher up. I have about 4 inches to play with up in there, so I can move them up. Then we'll be able to continue getting this all ready. I have to still figure out my CV axle lengths. I got to put my differential back in, make sure all that will work together. Still a lot more fabrication to do. Hey, so that's the wrap for the episode 3 for the HS turned into the RS8X video. We got a lot of fabrication done on the front end. We still have tons of videos to come out for this machine. We got the whole fabrication of the rear to do. We have to do the adjustments on the front, get it sitting on its weight, put the motor in it yet. Lots to do. So if you like what you're seeing, please like, subscribe, and share the video. We really need some subscribers, get this video series going, keep my page going. Really enjoy doing this work, so if you're liking what you're seeing, hit all those buttons. I'm a redneck wreck in a comedy show where the cows all laugh and the chickens crow. Life's a funny ride, so hop on in.